The Couch Potatoes Sports Report. Brought to you live from the Man's Cave. Now here's T-Bird.
We do.
Well, what a lot of people don't even realize is that you got the game, your TV on the sports right now.
Right.
They don't see that on the camera, and they can't hear that over the airwaves. So, you know, it's pretty cool.
That's right. Watching the NFL Network, baby. That's what I watch every day. NFL Network, ESPN, Baseball Network. I mean, just, you know, for me, that's what we do. Me and my little dog, Debbie. So, we're on it.
We got about 15 seconds before we're about to lose our live feed again.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, just bear with us. This is different, and we'll be back in a second. For those that are going to watch this video, I'm going to place this video up because it will be non-stop.
Okay.
And these are going to be broken up in parts. So
Okay.
we'll do, you know, if it ain't one thing, it's another.
It's all right. But I got my man, Willie Will, that's going to make it all happen.
And 3, 2, 1, and we're live again.
All right, we are live back in T-Bird's Man Cave. About to, you know, wrapping up, working on what, 30, 40 minutes of the show, Willie?
30 minutes, 31 minutes.
We got 30 more minutes back on the show. This is Mike T-Bird Taylor coming to you from T-Bird's Man Cave. I got my boy Willie Will doing what he does every week for me. And just telling y'all to tune in to the Man Cave, the Couch Potato Sports Report, every Wednesday from 6 to 7. Big trade today in the NFL. Wide receiver Randy Moss has been traded, Willie. 7-time Pro Bowler has been traded back to the Minnesota Vikings.
Now, I didn't hear anything about trades, and normally I hear about major things.
Yeah.
Is that considered major news?
That's major news. Probably the best stretch. What I mean by stretch is long ball receiver in the NFL. Catch anything you throw to him. Catch with one hand. But he's going back to the Minnesota Vikings from the New England Patriots. And I'm thinking it's probably a money thing. Moss is in the last year of his contract. And those Patriots, man, they don't believe in shelling out that money the way other people do. Once they get what they need from you, then they'll let you go. And they, you know, they did that with Willie McGinnis. They did that with Ty Law. And they doing it with Randy Moss. So, you know, just reading a little bit on it, he's going back to the Minnesota Vikings with Brett Favre. And boy, oh boy, is Brett Favre not going to be happy to throw it to that boy. You know, Favre said this is an exciting move. I think everybody feels that in the locker room. He said, I think everybody feels that, Favre said in the locker room. It's rare that you get to play with a future Hall of Famer and get to appreciate that talent up close. Randy Moss is a great player, and his career speaks for itself. I've admired him from a distance for a long time, and you can't help but be impressed by the guy. This is coming from Brett Favre, who is certainly a Hall of Famer coming up. And it sounds like to me the Minnesota Vikings, man, they selling out. They want to win the Super Bowl. They doing whatever they got to do to win it, meaning that they sign a 40-year-old quarterback in Brett Favre, hoping that he can recapture, you know, the glory from last year. And then they go out and get Randy Moss, who brings so much, you know, to the football field with his presence. By him just being on that field, he's already going to get double coverage. So that's going to free somebody else, you know, for the Vikings. And they've got a couple of other playmakers in Rice and Adrian Peterson. So it's very interesting, Willie. And like I say, I think Randy Moss kind of pushed this trade off because he knew that he probably wasn't going to get paid there. Contract was up, so
has that ever paid off for anybody else that has ever done that in the past in sports? Has that ever worked out? Taking a gamble like that?
Yeah. I mean, it's worked out. I mean, he's going to a good football team, so he's not losing. But whether they go to the Super Bowl, that remains to be seen. I think the Patriots probably got a little bit better chance to go than Minnesota.
I just look at the commercials and they hoping, and music industry make another miracle happen, and it never happens.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So it's very interesting, that this happens. But hey, that's the NFL. That's business, and everybody knows that that it's strictly business.
Look, there was snow. I just cut you off, but I just saw some snow on a football field just now, and I don't even know where that was.
Well, it's probably not they telling, but hey, it is what it is, my brother. It is what it is. But again, speaking of the Moss trade, makes you wonder why they traded him. It could be anything. Randy Moss is not a troublemaker. I mean, one thing about him, he talks a lot of junk over there on the sidelines, but you never read about him in the news getting in trouble. As far as I know, he's always at practice. And I'm sure Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, they said what they needed to say so Randy would, make sure he would come to practice and do all the things. But now I guess they tired of, babying him or whatever. That you could probably say that. Because he's one of those type of players I call a needy player. He needs attention. But like another guy I know named T.O. So, but hey, I'm sure the Vikings are going to be happy to give him attention because, it's going to definitely, help what they're trying to get done in Minnesota. So, again, it's going to be interesting to see, where this takes them, Willie Will. Going to be very interesting to see where this takes them. So, again, if you got any questions, if you got anything you want to ask us, call us 770-355-1276. Go to the website, the couchpotatosportsreport.weebly.com. Also, Willie, what's yours?
Mine is going to be for the fat2010ir@gmail.com. Don't forget, that's our email. Go to fat2010ir.weebly.com to check out upcoming shows, which, if you don't mind, I'll tell them about. Anything Goes.
Go ahead.
Anything Goes. I'll be your host. Willie Will coming with Anything Goes, and just like the name of the show says, anything goes. You will not see anything crazy, but we'll talk about anything. We'll show you mostly about anything within reason. But it's going to be a show coming soon. We're still working on some last minute things. We'll put it together. Hopefully you, the audience, will start participating with that show just as you are hoping to be participating with the Couch Potatoes Sports Report.
That's right. So y'all heard it from Willie Will, telling you like it is. We're going to take another break here, and we're going to be back in 1 minute and get ready to wrap the show up. Again, call us, email us, let us know what you think about the show and how we can do it better. I'm T-Bird Taylor coming to you live from T-Bird's Man Cave.
Have you ever thought about... No, let me stop. Trying to sound like all commercial like. Hey, check it out. Come to the websites. If you're interested in getting talked about, talked with, just let us know. Either Couch Potato Sports Report or right there at Fat 2010 IR. Now, I know I'm looking for paper. We got somebody else that aren't we missing?
Pals Car Wash.
Oh, that was it? Okay. Yeah.
Always looking for sponsors, though.
Hey, and if you call T-Bird or you call Willie Will, we will let you know how that works and, see, and we'll talk about it and how we can help each other out. Now, don't forget, I'm going to do this one quick. Don't forget about our friends at Pals. That's why they named it Pals. They're your friend. All right? Do not forget. That's the car wash right there at 225 East Church Street, Cartersville, Georgia. And those of you that are in the area, check out the treasure chest. You can't miss it. Big black building right there on the side of Highway 41. You'll see it, Morningside Drive, 188 North Morningside Drive. You'll like what they got in there. They got almost everything.
Keep talking, I guess.
Okay. And Impressive Cleaners, 115 North Tennessee Street. Go to them. They got a $1 special deal that you cannot believe. Talk to them. They'll hook you up. You'll be surprised what those guys can do right down there. Just remember, pals, they're our friends. The treasure chest, that is every man's dream. And impressive cleaners, guess what? You want to look sharp, make sure your stuff goes to them. And now, talking about anything goes and some of the other services. Real quick, T-Bird's on the phone with somebody right now, and I'm just going to tell you about Rock Your Band. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been trying to get people to understand Rock Your Band is, if you have anybody that sings, has a band, you have some type of talent, go to fat2010ir.weebly.com and send us your video, send us your MP3. You keep your rights to your show or to your material.
Hey, go to the couch potato
turn around and you'll check out. We'll broadcast your music. We'll put it here. If you notice that in a week's time, this is something new on these platforms that we're trying. Just on this platform alone, we had approximately 100 people view in 5 days. That don't sound much in the internet world, but guess what? This is the first week we were out, and we expect to grow. So, by all means, check out Rock Your Band. Send us your videos. Go to the website. Look at the contract. We're not trying to take anything of yours. We will broadcast it. We'll get you exposure. So, whenever you're ready, T-Bird.
Willie Will's just letting y'all in on, what all we offer here, at the Couch Potato Sports Report and fat2010.com. We talking about everything. Let's talk about the big three down in Miami. LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I don't know what you think about that, but, these boys decided they was going to get together and try to win a championship down in Miami. I don't know if that's going to happen, but it's going to be something that's going to be talked about all year. And especially if they don't play well, oh, Lord, look out. But I got a feeling we ain't got to worry about that because LeBron and company going to be on. Personally, I don't like the way they done that. I think, these players should, I know people want to work where they want to work, but that's why the owners own and the players play, because the owners dictate what people should play. And I know I might have a lot of people disagreeing with me there, but the players can still be stars, but we need to have balance in the league. And everybody wants a good team, and great players ought to be scattered out all over the league. So, they got it done. I know everybody's happy, but, we're going to see what Miami does. And personally, I'm a LeBron James fan, but, I think it's just LeBron and Dwayne Wade, because Chris Bosh is just there for the ride. He's a good player, but he is not the quality of a LeBron James or a Dwayne Wade, in my opinion. And folks, that's strictly my opinion. Although I would have wanted Chris Bosh in Atlanta because we needed that piece of the puzzle. So we're just going to see, what happens down in Miami. When they come to the Hawks, we got to be ready because they're going to bring everything. We've got Jeff Teague is probably going to be starting over Mike Bibby. Bibby's going to be coming off the bench. And we're just going to see what happens. Hawks have really got a show. Got a new coach this year in Larry Drew. Personally, I didn't agree with that move. Larry Drew is a nice guy, but I was looking